We got ourselves Team Blue with Golkar coming in as a survival hunter. Look at that, man. Dude, that's some Lord of the Rings helmet. Is that just me? It looks a little Lord of the Rings. But it looks like Lysira wants to kind of try that helmet, see what that looks like on him. Just try to peep him. It's like, maybe I'll make a hunter. We got ourselves also Loody. What? Loody? I'm going to call him Loody. We're going to call him Loody. Loody. As a, Zandalari. Body paint, tattoos, survival hunter yet again. We also got Sentinel back here and... Oh my god, how do you even say the name? It's U, letter R, letter H, letter E. Heki, Hek. Heki. I don't know what that means. Well, I'm gonna call him something. Heki, I guess is fine. I don't really... It's gonna be so weird, dude. I'm gonna be like, you know, talking super fast, and I'm just gonna mess his name up super hard. I don't even know, but it looks like it's gonna be Juno Master first up. Team Blue does not have a team set up or order that they're going for. On Team Red is also 14 in the back. We got ourselves Atho, Mirakuru. Some of you guys' names. Replacing Zui this time, and we got ourselves Olak sitting in the background as well. It's gotta be Juno versus Golkar. Actually, it's dipping into stealth, so that should be a modifier. That should be a little bit of a notifier for Juno Master that, yep, that is the man who's going up against Golkar. Getting those grenades, dots up and running onto Juno. Gotta be early leg sweep for Juno Master with all the pets. Freezer trap does connect, even mince all those images rolling up onto Golkar. It's going to be able to have some CC for Juno. Double Crucible to follow right after. Juno making sure to dispel all those poisons off the Golkar puts up on the guy. That's going to be pet on the side. Stun to follow. And that's going to be Juno Master sitting kind of out in the open. Golkar trying to get some damage in. It's going to go for a bit of a feign death for a second. Juno trying to see if he can recollect himself with a little bit of damage. Golkar is still continuing to send grenades as much as he can. Juno is trying to see if he can catch himself a little bit of a reset behind the pillar. It's actually going to port being hit with a harpoon right after. Trying to roll out of that situation. Minute in. It's gonna be a ring just to see if he can boop Golkar out of there for a second, locking him out with a bit of Fist of Fury. Golkar swapping out to grenades that cannot be stunned, that cannot be CC'd. And Juno is actually a little bit on the ropes. His health does not really look all that good. Looks like in a single stun, he might be going down. That's gonna be wall up and running. Juno could follow this up with a little bit of touch of death onto Golkar. He's sitting to half health. Is gonna follow up with a bit of touch of death. Maybe he has a leg sweep to follow. It's gonna be in cap into leg sweep. I think Golkar has no way to answer out of this. It might be 1-0, and he actually does go down. Perfectly set up for Juno. Very well done, Juno Master. That was well done. Got the hunter low into touch of death before he pops the defensive in cap for a second. Leg sweep to follow as the hunter does not have a trinket. Gonna be next hunter up running. Loody. Laud. There's some Russian. There's a specific Russian word in there. I feel like I'm getting it wrong, but it's okay. But it's going to be Loody versus Juno. He's going to get hit with a ring. As he got some cooldowns up and running. Look at that big old Xander, dude, with a massive weapon like that. Looking really heroic. Looking very intimidating. I mean, Juno basically has to look up to this guy every time he fights him. Look at all this man's muscles and everything. He's going to go for a bit of a turtle shell early, though. That's a massive defensive out of Loody, but he is not going to be like Golkar. He's not going to not pop a defensive when he feels like he's in trouble. He better pop it better than not. Juno and get into disarm onto Loody, but with all those grenades, all those tricks up your sleeve, like, are you really truly ever disarmed? That's going to be a harpoon. Try to see if you can land. It does not go through the wall, though. Into an in-cap onto Loody for a second. Fist of Fury locking him down for a minute. He does go for a bit of a feign death for a moment. Leg sweep to follow. Chickens out of it immediately. And Juno is looking pretty good right now. He's trying to get and whittle down the health of Loody. It looks like he got some kind of an extra dot rolling into Loody. No, one of the images disrupted him from getting those manic bandages up and running. He is going to get himself quite a bit of healing from regenerating, though. So full recovery coming in for the survival hunter while Juno is back there healing with a pet. I wonder if Loody is playing a pet that has a little bit of that mortal strike. Oh, it does not get to maximize the stun, however. Loody going for that stun, hoping he had line of sight of Juno. He did not. So that stun. Juno got to sit for it basically for free without having to be wailed with a lot of damage. Trying to see if he can get himself a setup. Wall coming out right now. Could maybe have another touch of death available for Loody here very, very soon as Loody just continued to chuck grenades into Juno Master's face. Crucibles to follow as he's totally disarmed. Going to be another touch of death while hit him with an in-cap control. Leg sweep to follow most likely. Freeze trap coming out of Juno. Actually, oh my god, he's got himself a nice backflip. whip, but Loody is going to take so much damage out of touch of that. Probably should have went for a camo a little bit earlier, but he's super low on health. Might still be able to get Juno Master down. He does have Karma. Gonna go for a little bit of a Tiger's Lust to break out of that net. Loody is completely locked out right now, and down it goes. Second Survival Hunter down after the 4-minute mark. It's going to be Sentinel up next with a Karma immediately. Juno just trying to see if he can get a defensive out of Sentinel in the opener, and that's going to be Wings as well as Blessing of Protection. Does ring him out into a port right after. Just cutting the guys on his wings for a little bit. Juno is going to go for a little bit of a dragon kick behind the pillar, trying to catch up on as much health as possible, and Sentinel just had to mount up at that point. Disarm to follow. He's just unable to get any damage on the Juno. The wings are going to be running out very soon. Got himself a couple hammers in there, here and there, but no Templar's Verdict, no nothing. He's going to have to go for the mid-long wings. Hopefully he plays those up right now, man. He's got a dope-ass mug. He's got a dope-ass axe, but he just cannot use it. Shield of Vengeance out for Sentinel, and Juno doesn't want to be anywhere near that. 5-minute marker coming in. That's going to be finally some dampening rolling up, and Sentinel actually put himself in a position where all he has is bubble right now. No Shield of Vengeance, no Trinket either, so Juno can literally just control the game from now on. That's going to be a Hydra right now. If Sentinel has himself mid-long wings, he might be able to do something. Firing rockets at Juno, they do a little bit of damage, get him to about half his health. Vista Fury locking out the Paladin for a moment, though. Does get a slow into Juno. He's going to break all the slows with a massive mobility. Sentinel goes for a little bit of hand of freedom. And Sentinel is still doing final health. He really needs to pressure Juno, maintain Juno's health super low. That's going to be a Ring of Peace, and Juno is going to be allowed to get himself a bunch of Vivifies, but that's going to be Sentinel hitting him through the grates in the fence, man. He's just swinging his axe in there, just trying to see if he can tag him a little bit. That's not going to be enough, though. Those auto attacks are not doing enough damage for him. Second set of wings coming out for Sentinel with a middle-long wings, and Juno is nowhere to be found next to it. It's actually going to get around top of Sentinel as the wings go down. Does get a Hodge on the guy, but that's not going to be enough, though. Bubble coming out for Sentinel. Big defenses up as Juno does pre-wall this. If Juno can just wait himself a little bit to get a touch of death onto Sentinel right now while he has wall up and running. That's extra health for that touch of death. Karma to fall into Sentinel, into a stun right now. Not going to go for touch of death. Looking like he might be able to just take him out without the need of that. It's going to be Sage kicking him out for Sentinel, trying to get himself a heal. Did get hit with an interrupt right now. Perfect opportunity for Juno Master to really score in some big damage. Sentinel still not out of the fight. Has the actual wings up and running with a Shield of Vengeance. And that's actually Juno catch himself super low on health. 6 minutes into this duel. And Sentinel, if he can get some mobility to catch up to Juno, he might be able to do something. He might be able to make a play. He's not out of the fight just yet. The Shield of Vengeance wings do pop. And he's trying to get himself a little bit of healing. If he can get himself another Hodge onto Juno with a full set of wings and everything, he might stand a chance. Hodge coming out, has Crucibles to follow, but that disarm is going to peel his stance and peel his burst back a little. Going to be a bit of a defense. What is it? Reverse magic? Diffuse magic coming out for Juno Master. And Sentinel, all he can really do is bail away from the Fist of Furies. He's trying to recover really badly. Juno can port next to him any moment right now if he wants to. You can just end him right here, but without having a Karma. And when Sentinel probably having wings sometime soon, he's actually buying himself quite a bit of time, quite a bit of valuable time. Juno is looking to maybe get a lockdown onto Sentinel here at any moment. Does have himself a port up in case things ever really get bad. Does get a leg sweep onto Sentinel. It could be a lot of damage here. Sentinel coming down with a trinket. Wings are coming out right now. Does he have a Hodge right now for Juno? He does not. Ring of Peace is going to keep him inside of the room. Vivifies is spamming out for Juno Master while he's got himself good. It's going to be the immediate disarm onto Sentinel. He's trying to get as much damage as he can while no need for the weapon. No Templar's Verdict are going to be coming out. He's again trying to buy himself more time. He got himself Bop and Bubble coming out very, very soon. Shield of Vengeance up almost so close. Juno Master does have himself Karma. That could be a Karma for the Shield of Vengeance right now. He is actually exactly what he's going to do. He's going to end it with that Karma. Sentinel going in for as much damage as he can while he's got it. Karma looks like it's going to not last too much longer. It looks like most of that damage from Shield of Vengeance was covered back to Sentinel, trying to recover as much as he can. Incap does stop that Karma damage, but Juno feels like he might be able to end him either way. Sentinel, if he can get himself another hammer just on Juno, he might have had a chance, but he's not going to be able to get it up fast enough, and that's going to be Juno popping in wall as Lysira is going to get a grip onto Juno. Touch of Death coming out onto the Death Knight AMS coming out. Guess he might have to get himself even more defenses rolling here. He's going to take quite a bit of damage from Touch of Death, dropping to about half his health. Juno disarming Lysira right before he approaches into a Whirling Dragon Punch. Lysira trinketing out of disarm, I guess, into a leg sweep to follow. IBF coming out. It's going to be Ring to get him the hell out of there. Lysira is not going to be able to reconnect to get a couple of those Touch of Deaths rolling onto Juno. Very unfortunate how that went down for now. Man, Sentinel had himself like the robes, he had himself the setup, but Juno with that ring to zone him out with this arena, it's just such an upset, man. Lysira does not have any health at all. Though he gets his blind on a Juno Master, that's about all he's really got. With a Whirling Dragon Punch, Juno is gonna clock you out. Good night. Last one left is gonna be Orca. Orc? Because like the name Orc, I think it has the letter H in Russian. Orc? Let's call him Orc. Let's call him Orc. I think it's easier. U-R-H-E-K. There's enough to make an Orc in there. It's gonna be, oh, Juno, we're just walking like a zombie walking at Orc. Urk, let's call him Urk. U-R-K. Oh, just gonna make beef stew out of Sentinel made of the beef. Somebody get the stew. It's gonna be instant karma onto Urk right now. He does have himself Void Eruption. Will siphon onto Juno, trying to get some Crucible damage into the Monkus, but that's gonna be a little bit of Whirling Dragon Punch. Urk got himself a little bit of that Void Eruption rolling. Juno committed quite a lot of defenses into Urk right now. It's going to roll out there with a couple of verifies, looking to maybe continue the pressure onto the Shadow Priest. That's going to be a bit of a Vampiric base and following down. That's going to be dispersed to follow for Urk. At 30% dampening, actually, get himself quite a bit of health either way. It's going to be some verifies. His Juno Master just trying to close out the game. Urk is the one playing defensive here. Does himself a little bit of a greater fade if things ever really go bad. Stun onto Juno. He does trick it out of it. Trying to get a mind control in there. Going to get interrupted on it. And Urk is actually locked out of all his offensive for a little bit. Has greater fade if things really ever go bad. Trying to get a mind control. Should have had himself a greater fade for that stun. Mind control does come out onto Juno Master, is at least able to walk him out of there, but Urk, with how much health he's got going on, just not a lot really he can do in this duel setup. But let's get himself a touch of death, and Juno's just gonna leave him out, dude. Leave him out to die with a touch of death. Urk, all he can really do is run and hide, but nothing you can do with a touch of death is gonna get you either way. Oh my god, dude, the domination by Juno Master throughout these duels, man. He plays out super defensive whenever enemies are going like hyper aggressive, but then he just does not give him a moment, does not give him a minute of respite.